up guys? So we're on Formby Beach, Formby Point, and we're gonna fly our drone, get some footage of the sand dunes. And it's better to film this place by daytime because at night it's pitch black, and we'll tell you roughly the story of this area. So Andy's gonna fly the drone. I'll show you a little bit of where we are. The best way to describe it, it's like Mars. It's like Andy's just said, it's like being on planet Mars, and it is like being on planet Mars. These dunes just go on forever and ever and ever. And underneath these dunes is caravans and an old cafe from when it used to be a beach resort. And they had some bad storms and the sand blew straight in and swept up and over and covered all the caravans and the cafe and everything else they had here. So if you get, I think if you go on Google Earth, you can get the satellite images of you know what's underneath, and it shows you the actual cafe and the actual resort and the caravans. So we're just practicing with this right now, and Andy's going to try to get us some aerial footage, and we can see from above them what it's like. So yeah, planet Mars and a few mishaps.
Well, yeah.
Did we crash then? Did we crash land then? Alright, so there's the sand dunes, guys. I'm standing right in the line of fire here. And I'm going to move back. Not that I don't trust you flying or anything. Not that I don't trust you. I think you're having a moment. It's Sunday morning, so you're entitled to a moment. I've had my moment 3 times already today. So it's alright for you to have yours now. So anyway guys, there's all them windmills out there, you know, where every time you come there's more and more and more windmills. They never tell you that they're putting them up, and they just keep multiplying. This is our air energy source. And everywhere you go now, seaside, you know, you see these windmills just turning up. I'll zoom right in actually and get you a better show you. If you go to Fleetwood, Blackpool way, they actually got engineers who go out to these things and fix them if they're broke. So yeah, planet Mars everybody. And I can hear the drone now, so perhaps we're going to get it in the air. Maybe it needs to take off on the wood. Great, that's great. I'll put it on the wood, Andy, to be fair. I don't think it's going to take off on the sand. You know how it is. The wife just stands here filming. You're not allowed to say what you think because nobody listens anyway. So I may as well talk to myself. I'll go out here and film the beach. I'll find someone to talk to. These drone experts don't want to know. They don't want to speak back when you come up with an idea. Until that thing's in the air. Let's just check. I don't want to be zoomed right in because I can give you a better view if we're zoomed out. So Liverpool is that way, and Southport is that way, and the sand dunes are literally all along for a good few miles, and they used to be flat sand one time. So it just shows you what weather can do. If you Google it, you can actually look up this when it was a caravan resort. But obviously, there's nothing here now. It's just like this. But you can Google Earth and have a look at the Formby Point Caravan Park, and I think you can see photos of what it was back then like, and how it's ended up with sand. So we have been down here in the evening. It's a great place to do some stargazing and stuff because there's no light pollution at all. And it's great if you want to do a little bit of UFO spotting and all that. So let's see what Andy's doing, how he's doing with the drone. sand dunes all the way. But if you climb right, there's people climbing up the top there, see? If you climb right up and go over the top, it's like this all the way for about 3 or 4 miles. So it literally is Planet Mars vibes. Definitely. Right in the background over there you can see like Derbyshire and it's Liverpool Bay. It's full of windmills. And then over there we've got Southport, around the corner there will be Southport. There's also a red squirrel reserve here. Behind those sand dunes there's a forest, and they preserve, you know, the habitat for the red squirrels, so you can actually come down here and see them. They put bags of nuts out and things, and you can see them feeding and stuff, so that's quite nice. We've got a few, you know, squirrel sanctuaries up and down. Scotland have got quite a few actually, where you can see the red squirrels and you can get a chance to see them feeding and stuff. So I'm filming the ground footage, and then hopefully when we get this drone up in the air, we'll do some aerial footage, and then we'll put it on and we'll see, you know, from the air if we can see any signs of caravan site or holiday place. But to be fair, I think it's all covered by now. I'm talking about it is a long time ago, 70 years, 75 years maybe. I don't think anybody really wants to put up the money to dig. We was talking to a guy just last week at Stratford who told us that, you know, that in London where they're building all those high-rise glass buildings, there's literally, they're finding Roman remains and Roman ruins and all sorts of things, but because the builders want to build and sell, they don't want to put up the funding for an archaeological dig, so a lot of stuff is just getting built on and left, and it's not going to the museums and it's not being preserved for people to see. So there's a hell of a lot of Roman ruins in London that's just being ignored, so our builders can get on with like putting these glass buildings up and making a fortune. It all depends on the money, doesn't it? People have the money to dig this up, then they probably could get to that caravan site, but no one's going to pay money for a load of sand dunes. So it's a nice place to come for a day, but you know, typical British, I'll be listening to people walking up and down the beach, and so far I've heard, I'm not paying £8.50 for this beach, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, but look at it though, it's just unspoilt natural beauty. You can get a place to yourself for the day, bring a picnic, bring the dog, bring the kids, bring grandma, whatever, and they're always flipping moaning. It's like, what do you want? It's natural beauty this. Go down to Blackpool where it's all made up and all flipping flashing lights and shrieking things at you and stuff like that. We're very lucky really that we've got lots and lots of nice beaches in Britain. We really have, all around the British Isles, all up to Scotland, all the way down, you know, it's the south coast. It's very, very warm in summer down there, so I think anywhere in Britain you're lucky, you can find a nice beach. And all the beaches have got something different to offer by way of history. And you know, you've even got Planet Mars for people who want Planet Mars. I think Andy's taken the drone apart and performing surgery, so I'm not going to ask him right now. Now would be the now would not be the time to question it. I know it's the first time, and we wanted to do the launch, the drone footage stuff. Then people know, you know, if people following this channel, if people are going to continue to follow this channel. The thing is, as we buy equipment, we're going to like try it out and we're going to show you guys, you know, because it doesn't go smoothly. Believe me, every single thing we've done, there's been some catastrophe has happened. So we're going to film the can't even say it, I should be used to that word. We're going to film the catastrophes as much as we're going to film like the professional stuff, shall we call it.
We'll get it going, and we will get good footage on it and everything. It's just what you call teething problem.
Yeah, well, this is it.
You know what I mean? And yeah, you know what, people, you've got to remember that I'm not technically knowledgeable.
I think the thing is, when you get a lot of these paranormal TV programs, because they're edited they just show you all the best bits, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
They don't show you the bloopers and all the stuff that goes wrong. Whereas YouTubers will just film you legit as it is. I remember when Exploring with Fighters and Dark Arts and Proving Demons and all them got their first drone, and it landed in a tree, and they all like climb up and get it down. So you know, it happens to all of us. So once Andy's mastered the drone, because trust me, if I was doing that, you'd be waiting at least 3 or 4 weeks. I'll stick with my Shakespeare and my Charlotte Bronte novels and my Three Musketeers and things like that. That's my thing, yeah. Open a book, read it, close it, off we go. This stuff, it just whoosh straight over my head. It's mind-boggling, mind-blowing stuff. This, I can't be bothered with it. I can't even make toast without I have to ask. Well, we tried it out last week and we nearly cleared a field of sheep with it, didn't we? So we know it worked. So we'll have a walk up here anyway, guys, a little bit. So it's, yeah, sand dunes all the way. But you know, these sand dunes will change throughout the year because the wind comes in and blows them about and they'll change shape. Like you film this now, to come back in 6 months, they probably look slightly different in shape because it's weather that creates them. Same like on the east coast, where the cliffs are corroding and some people's houses are actually falling into the sea. And because it's a natural weather element, they can't claim it on insurance because they're saying it's an act of God. And when it's a natural act of, you know, weather like that, then they can't claim their houses on insurance. So some people are actually losing their houses right now on the east coast and parts of the south coast too, where the chalk cliffs are falling into the sea. But we're going down to the south coast in July, so we're going to film a little bit of that for you and show you the erosion, what's going on besides the paranormal and the abandoned. We'll show you some of these natural clips, you know, footage of beaches, because I think every single beach is different. Every single beach resort, you know, it's got something different to offer by way of history. And there's some really unusual things to find on the beaches in the UK and Scotland. So we're going to do some of this footage for those people that don't always want to watch the paranormal and don't always want to watch the abandoned. There's other stuff to watch besides. Little walk this way then. We came down here one night with a map of the stars, and we were stood on the beach here looking up at the stars trying to figure out which was which, and we couldn't find any of them, not one, not a single one. We're like, what the hell? And when we looked, we was looking at the southern hemisphere, so we had to turn the map over and the northern hemisphere was on the other side. But we will be in the southern hemisphere later on this year because we're going over to New Zealand for 3 weeks to do the Captain Cook series. Yeah. I'll leave you to it, you know what you're doing. The last thing you need is me interfering. It'll just crash into the dunes, innit? Bye, drone, if I get my hands on it.
I know nature, I'm not trying to stay anything.
Okay. So Andy's been declared officially our drone pilot. I'll just stay on camera. It's easy. We had it running last week. flying okay, didn't we? It went through earlier because we flew it up and the sheep all cleared off. It was really funny because the sheep were all stood round, weren't they, like that round there? And they were all barring like crazy at us, like protesting. And then when you set it off, they all turned and ran, didn't they? Yeah, no, there's a propeller stuck in it. They've got plenty of spurs anyway. Am I putting you under pressure by filming? I've sort of run out of history for the sand dunes. There isn't much more, is there? Except it's planet Mars. I could climb up there and show people. Actually, maybe I should go up there and then you can fly the drone up in the wave. That's getting a bit too advanced though, isn't it, really? This is what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying that we're going to film, like, literally when we get new pieces of equipment and we're trying it out, we're going to show you guys, because, you know, why should we just come on and pretend like everything's perfect and everything goes right all the time? Because believe you me, it doesn't. You know, we found a perfect abandoned building last night when we were on the way to Hebden Bridge, and we've come back and it's full of flipping like builders' signs galore and trespassing and blah 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 this and blah 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 that, and we just get our asses busted if we go in there. It's not always goes according to plan, does it, on there? We show you guys as it is. I'm not going to cover things up and lie and go, oh yeah, we're super perfect, everything's always really brilliant and great, because it's not. We'd be lying if we said that. We do meet catastrophes quite a lot. Part of doing this stuff, you know, you could talk to any YouTuber who's abandoned and paranormal, they'll all say the same thing. We're aware. We're aware. Oh well, we were aware. We were aware there. Think Andy, 60 years ago it was the Formby 50 years ago it was the Formby train set, weren't it, with the little lights on the front of it. And now it's this. Shall I share it with the guys that you're going to be 60 next year? Do we want to release that kind of information?
Oh, I mean,
plenty of surprises and treats next year. We're going to be doing plenty of crazy stuff next year, guys, for his 60th. Plenty of crazy stuff for a change. The problem with this beach is there's not a nice green van or a cafe in sight, is there? It's literally like being in the Sahara. You could go up there on a camel for miles and probably not find anything. You really need to pack lunch for the day and stuff if you come down here, guys, because there's nothing for miles in the ways of food and drink and stuff like that. So it's a beautiful beach, plenty of wide open spaces, lots of... You can get a place to yourself, no problem. You need to really pack for the day something to eat and drink and that, because it's a little remote. I think because of all the forest pine trees at the back and stuff, they can't get cars and vehicles down here, and that's why I think there is nothing really apart from just people with dogs and lunatics with drones. While we're still messing around with that thing. We'll do what the digital nomads do. We met a digital nomad at Land's End a couple of years back. We'd gone down there and there was this guy living in his tent like permanently. He'd grown a beard that was like 3 times longer than Andy's, and he'd been there camping that long, and he told us, I'm a digital nomad. And we're like, well, that's great, but what the hell, what do you do? He said, I just go up and down filming the coast. I just go around filming drone footage of the beach, and I send it to holiday resort, people that are advertising, and get paid for it. I'm like, wow, what a life. So let's show you a little bit more of this Planet Mars stuff. I mean, if they ever want to make another Star Wars movie, they really need to come down here. It's a natural landscape. Look at it. It's like, I can imagine Planet Mars being like this, but being red. Whereas we're kind of this colour. Planet Mars, it would be red, wouldn't it, probably? By what we've seen so far. If you ever watched you can go on and watch the Perseverance footage and the rover footage from Earth. It's really good because you can just watch the camera panning around and taking photos and stuff like that. So this is literally it. It's like this, like, for miles. Miles. Natural pyramids. This is all it is. I mean, it's great because it's just so unique. It's just different. But so yeah, I mean, I sometimes go on and click on Rover or Perseverance, which are 2 of the camera robots that NASA have put up on Mars, and they send you pictures back of what exactly they're looking at right now. Let's go and help Andy out. Don't want to leave him there on the beach with his drone. He'll have bystanders all around him in a minute. Let's go and save him. It's getting a bit windy actually. Maybe the tide's coming in. So what you've just seen, it's like that all the way down for a good 7 miles or so. Alright. Alright. Do you need me to hold the iPad, or are you just going to do it like that? Off it goes. So we're going to have a go at doing some aerial footage. And if we manage, then we're going to put it on to music. Really, really angry bee. It's like an angry swarm, isn't it? It's one happy person. Happy? So how do you control the direction of it then, Andy? You can teach us some of this now that you're... Oh, so you do it on the control thing? So you can keep it stationary like that? Yeah. We're airborne, guys. We're airborne. Don't want to ask him any questions because we'll crash. I'm okay to ask questions or not. I don't want to.
I think because it's a bit.
Yeah. But are you recording film footage on the?
Oh, press record.
Alright. Yeah, we'll just try it out to see how we can get the film recorded, and then in the future we'll be able to film above the buildings that we're in, you know, paranormal and abandoned, and show you guys the aerial footage of it then. Or are you bringing it home? How do you keep it just stationary like that?
Just like that.
Oh really? So it only moves when you use the levers? Alright, that's interesting then. So now I've got a rough idea of how it works, but my god, I wouldn't try it out with all these people around. Well, this is the official launch of the drone, guys, for the channel.
Let's see if I can land it on the back line.
Alright, let's see. I trust you can do it. Here it comes. Hold on. That's good for a first attempt. Well done. Yeah, it's good. So it's been a successful mission then. Just wanted to share that with you guys, launching the drone.
I'm quite, yeah. Once what I know now that once you press that to get it up, you need to boost it so it lifts.
Yeah.
And then you just, but instead of pressing, you boost it, it makes it go higher or lower or whatever.
So that's the official launch of the drone, guys. So we're going to be using that hopefully now in the future to do aerial shots, abandoned buildings, or haunted buildings, anywhere else that we might be.
Yeah, so, I'm just so glad I knew in the end I'd get it.
Yeah.
And the reason was it's because it landed in sand and it got stuck in the propeller things.
Yeah.
It just needed when we're on, when it's not sandy, it'll be fine. But yeah, I know what I'm doing now. I mean, I managed to land it on there, so yeah, I'm happy with that.
Right.
I'm well happy with that.
So that's the launch of the drone at Formby Point. So what's up, guys? You already know, that's it.
If it has actually done any footage of it, I will put it on.
Yeah, we'll put it
just
on.
Just as a...
Yeah, just to show. Okay, alright, we'll see you later, guys.
See you later.